Summarizing, getting to the point. The tip of the pencil is small. The summary is a lot smaller than the original text. But I don't know why it takes so long to change the screen. Our definition for a summary is a short account of the central ideas of a text.
So try and notice the difference, right? We just understood what paraphrasing was. What's the difference? Is it? It's going to show you.
It's going to be shorter than the text. Okay? In a summary, it is not the place for your opinion, for any background knowledge that you have, for any personal information. No, you don't have to write unless you need to, but just understand that. Someplace somebody had written down something. In your paper, if you're writing a paper, you can do that analysis after you've paraphrased something or in the text. But in a summary, it's just a short account of the central idea of the text. But it's not your opinion. We're not asking you what you think about it or anything. We just want you to tell us what it's about. Okay? What is it about? So when you're how to summarize, you have that section on your paper. Obviously, the first thing is you have to read it. You have to read it. Read the text. Don't get scared about the big words, and then don't just skip them either, because they may be very crucial to what you're reading. So after you've read it, while you're reading it, very often you can understand the main idea of those big words because of the context that it's written. But when you get to the number 3, you ask yourself, what was this text about? If you cannot answer that, then maybe you need to go back and reread and maybe look up those words that were a little difficult. All right. No, I didn't want to. When you're writing a short summary, such as the paragraph we used before on the pennies, if you were to write a summary on that paragraph, I mean, it's pretty short. It would be a sentence or two. If you're reading a 3 or 4 page article, it's going to take a lot more to summarize that. It's going to have more ideas in it. Okay? It's going to have more main points and key ideas. Okay, your answer should have main points and key ideas. What's the difference? We'll get there. And again, just like your paraphrase, your summary should be in your own words. Okay, what should go in your summary? Only the major ideas and necessary information. You ask yourself, do you need this information to understand the text? Not to know everything about it, but just to understand it. Okay, we're not a paraphrase. You need all that information. A summary is just sort of a very general statement. answer yes, and you put it in your own words. Okay. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. That's all right. No wonder it's not going where I want it to go. The main idea is what the text is about. Okay, that's part of your paper. It's what it's about. And the key points are the arguments or the information that's used to support the main idea. A lot of the things you guys are working on this year are argumentative, right? They have one side or the opposing view. So that would mean that you need key points, the argument that supports the main idea. If it's a text, an informational text without argument, then of course you need the points that support that main idea.
So it's going to look different based on what it is, right? A story is going to be summarized different than an argument, yeah?
Okay? When the key points are there, they can be developed or elaborated with supporting details. You know, if you write an outline and you have the major one, like Roman numeral 1, and you have A, B, C, Roman numeral 2, and sometimes you can actually get even the capital A and then the small a and go, because you have so much information. When you are writing a summary, you include the key points, but you do not include those supporting details. Okay? Okay, we're back to the penny. We're back to the penny. Okay, here's our penny story again. You wrote a paraphrase. So that means on your paper you should have the main point, the main idea, and the key points, and the supporting details.
So now it's easy, yeah?
So you look over what you wrote, you can look over this again, and in 1 or 2 sentences, you're going to write a summary for the same little text, okay? Now over here, here's another wonderful chart that I made on summarizing. You list, you can do this not as part of the summary, but in preparation for the summary. So I want you guys to use the pink paper to list the most important details of this text. Okay? First thing I'm going to have you guys do together, talk about this and list the important details of this text, pennies. And then, together, you guys will look at that list and identify the main idea. I want you to circle it on your pink paper. And then each of you is going to look at that list and on your own paper write the summary. Okay? So, talk together, 5 minutes maybe. Get those main ideas and the key points listed on your paper, all those key elements. And then circle the main idea, okay? The most important details. We call those what? Key points? Yes, key points.